Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and this is Baking with Chef Raphael. Today's recipe, I'll show you how to make a chocolate pound cake. Now it looks very delicious. I've coated it with chocolate ganache. Wait till the end of the video to see how it looks on the inside. Let's get started. Make sure you subscribe so that you're notified whenever I have a new recipe out. And on today's recipes, the ingredients are baking powder. We have hot water, which is 60 ml that I'll mix with the cocoa powder. I have 2 tablespoons of milk. That's about 30 ml. I have sugar, white sugar, 4 eggs. In this recipe, we need margarine as well as vanilla essence, but in this case I'm using a vanilla flavored margarine and all-purpose flour. So I'll start with the cocoa because it needs to cool down. So you're adding the hot water to the cocoa, and basically is to dissolve it, and you need the water to be hot so that it actually dissolves easily to avoid the lumps. But what we'll do, we'll leave it to cool down. So that is fine. And then now we'll start. I can also do the baking powder. I need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'll add it to the flour. And I'll start also by measuring the margarine. You need 225 grams. Again, if you have butter, you can use it, or if you have like a flavored margarine like this one, still fine, or plain one. Now the idea is to make it soft and add the sugar. So the idea is to whisk it until it's light and fluffy. So at this stage I'll add the eggs, 1 at a time. The reason why we do it like this is because it's to try and make the mixture to be emulsified. If you add all the eggs at once, the mixture will break and like curdle. So you want to mix and then add an egg after each addition. So at this stage, I'll add the cocoa. It has already cooled down. And then I'll add the flour. Now, if you have cake flour, you can still use actually cake flour or all-purpose flour. I'll do it in 2 batches. So first one, mix. And then the second batch, together with the 30 ml of milk, 2 tablespoons. So I've previously done a vanilla pound cake. So clearly this is for the chocolate lovers, and you stop mixing when all the flour has been fully mixed. So right now we'll put the mixture into a loaf pan. Basically a rectangular pan, tin, and I've put a parchment paper on the bottom, or a greaseproof paper. Now for the greaseproof paper, you can actually apply either margarine or butter on the bottom of the sides, which will make the paper stick. But sometimes, to be honest, I just put the paper And when I add the mixture, the mixture will hold the paper down. Actually smells very nice, especially with the vanilla flavored margarine. Gives it that rich vanilla flavor. And like I said, if you don't have that, you can use vanilla essence. And now I'll place it in my hot oven. I've already preheated my oven at 180 degrees. I usually get questions, do I put on the top heat or the bottom heat? Yes, you actually need the top and the bottom heat, 180 degrees. And this will bake for about 40 minutes. Remember, the time is a guide. You know the cake is cooked when you smell the cake in your kitchen. So now the cake is ready. It looks really delicious. What I have done is coated it with a coating of ganache, chocolate ganache. How you make ganache is you melt 180 grams of dark chocolate with 180 ml of cream. You just mix them, you heat the cream on the side and then add it to chopped chocolate in a bowl. Mix until it's a nice consistency, smooth consistency. And for that recipe, I have a separate video which you can refer and see how I actually made it. And now the inside of the cake. Let's get on the inside. Just like the plain vanilla pound cake, it has a nice soft crumb. Especially now with the chocolate on top, it's also perfect as a cake just by itself. So I hope you've learned something today. That has been my recipe for chocolate pound cake. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for more recipes, and subscribe to the channel to be notified whenever I have a new recipe out. And until next time, goodbye.